Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today is July 4th. Happy 4th. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click the button down below. Well, I went to Kroger today, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got. I just needed a little bit of stuff, and it wasn't that bad, but a lot of the fresh produce was already gone, and I don't blame people. But let me go ahead and turn around the camera and show you what I got. I went ahead and got my 3 red lettuces. I found some paint actually for my grandchildren, so I cannot beat $1.49. It was regular $4. So again, I've got a total of 4 grandchildren, but 3 that actually could paint. Went ahead and picked these up actually for my children, and then their wives, husband, etc. You couldn't beat that price. Got this for my husband, tub of towels, heavy duty cleaning wipes. It was mostly for auto. It says it can remove grease, oil, and tar. I thought, well, that's him. You probably need to go ahead and pick that up at $1.76, regular $4.49. That was a good deal. And then I just needed to get some milk. So I got the 2% milk. That was full price. And then each skim milk I got clearance for $1.89. So all in all, here was my grocery store haul for Kroger. My total was $20.63. Let me go ahead and show you a shopping haul from Menards. Here's my Menards shopping haul. Went ahead and got this fire off emergency kit. It's actually a blanket that you can throw over a fire. Again, you can use like a fire extinguisher, which is what I have, but I've been seeing it advertised, and the one they had on TV was a whole lot higher price. This was actually $13.99. That was the sale price at Menards, so I went ahead and got this. This way we can have it just in case, you never know when there's an emergency, that could happen. Went ahead and got these, my husband actually picked them up, masks, in case you need to, paint something, etc. And then I got these bean bag sets. I had these, this is to the cornhole game that I have, and my bags were tore open by mice, so I needed to replace these. And I got it for $5.92 for each one, which like I said, I could not beat that price. So all in all, this was my shopping haul at Menards. My total was $23.62. Here's what we bought at Home Depot. My husband needed a new shop vac, a little bit smaller one. This one is a 9-gallon shop vac. We also bought this at Home Depot. This is a bag that's going to go to replace our other shop vac. Our total was $89 and some odd cents because I had a gift card from doing games on the Benjamin app, and I got $25 off. So I thought that was a good deal for Home Depot. I went ahead and picked this up at Rural King. I needed some more pine shavings because we are going to be getting our other chickens from a hatchery in July, I think 17, my husband said, plus we have our chickens, and I definitely wanted to have an extra bag. Husband also, we picked up 2 bags of cracked corn from Rural King. Here's the rest of the Rural King shopping haul. Went ahead and got a couple of suets. They got some interesting ones. I usually just buy like a case and they're just something kind of plain, but I thought I would get a little bit of variety, and I usually only feed my birds, like we're talking outside birds, mostly in about going into the winter time. The reason being is I'm putting the corn out for the ducks anyway, and the birds are eating that, so I'm not going to put these out right now, but I figured I'd go ahead and snag these. These were only $1.29 a piece. I got some 2 canning seals, and then I found this really cute shirt, Homegrown Happiness, that I thought was real cute. And at $9.99, you really can't beat that. And I'm not sure exactly what that is. My husband ended up picking up there, but this is the rest of the Rural King haul, and our total was about $62 and some odd cents. Oh, here's my new canner. It's actually not new, it is used, but my husband got it for me for our wedding anniversary. My other canner, the bottom of it, I kind of got it too hot that it actually pushed out and I can no longer use it. So I can't wait to use this new canner. Okay, here is my HomeGoods shopping haul. I wanted to get some more hand towels. I don't know about you, my hand towels are just kind of thin. They're not soft. I really wanted more of like a fluffy hand towel. And I went ahead and got these. These are 2 for $12.99. I didn't think it was that horrible. Don't get me wrong, I wish it was a little bit cheaper, but they just feel soft, and that is what I was going for. And then I went ahead and got these bath towels. Now, honestly, I didn't even really know they were organic. They didn't have to be organic. Again, sometimes some things organic are good, sometimes they're not. But this one was just soft, you know, and I mean, it's not like a really big fluffy towel. I was having trouble finding those at HomeGoods, but it's just so soft. It feels like my dog's skin. So it's hard to like put it down. So I ended up getting each bath towel. These are actually a bath sheet. And I ended up paying, I do believe it was $9.99 a piece. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I got a lot of towels, honestly, that have strings, and I've been cutting them off. And now it's like, hey, I just got to pull them aside and use them for the dog. I'm going to have to, you know, get some more towels. And I have bought some, but it seems like I got some more that are needing to go too. Then my daughter ended up picking this up. It is a chicken. And supposedly you could put something in there. It doesn't say what. It's handmade, but it said it can go in the microwave. And on the bottom, I'm not sure exactly what you put there. I did ask the cashier. She wasn't sure. She thought you maybe put an egg in there. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I was thinking maybe you put something in there. Maybe like you're putting water and cinnamon to smell the house up. I wasn't quite sure. I'm going to have to kind of research it a little bit, see if I can find it online to see exactly what you put in there. But in honesty, I bought it for the simple fact of decoration. I can put it on. I have some decorative shelves in my house, and I thought, hey, that's cute, you know, because it's a chicken, and I have chickens that are brown. Went ahead and picked this up. I guess it's from the Mason brand, like the jars, and it is glass. And it's, you know, a storage container. And I don't know about you, of course the lid is plastic. You know, it's better if we actually store our food in glass containers. I really don't use many plastic containers. I've got like maybe 2 to put in like some peanut butter or ketchup, but I don't have any plastic containers. I used to use them long, long ago, but I quit using them. I just use my regular dishes and wrap the food up. Went ahead and actually picked these up for my mother. She is 81 years old, and I actually was shopping for me and actually Christmas as well, so or her birthday. But I just thought these were beautiful plates. I just got her one. Again, she doesn't need a lot, and she just wants something different. And you know, at $5.99, I really can't beat that. And that's just a nice gift. So I'll probably give her maybe a plate and a bowl, or maybe the whole thing for her birthday. Her birthday is in December, and then, you know, then it's Christmas. And I just thought the bowl, you know, was gorgeous. And, you know, at $4.99, I just, you know, like I said, she has some plates, but they're Corelle is what I have too. They're white. And so she likes something with a little bit more pizzazz. It kind of makes her feel like she's having a great day, etc. You know, if we can make ourselves feel like we have a great day, more power to you. And these, like I said, these plates are beautiful. And here's another little plate at $4.99. Then I picked this up for me. I have a really big cutting board that's wood, but this is a little bit smaller than what I have. I just thought it was gorgeous with the wood, you know, the different colors, you know, the different grains. It just really caught my eye. They had a really nice selection. And at $12.99, I thought that was quite reasonable. It said everywhere else that would be $24. I believe it. HomeGoods has some really nice stuff, and then of course they, you know, lower the price. Picked this up actually for my son, so I'm going to tell him not to watch this my grocery haul this week, you know, since there's something in here. But I got him this actually for Christmas. He's got a barbecue with a smoker, and I thought this was just a really nice gift. I actually found this in the clearance department. I got a clearance for $12. I guess it was regular $15. Everywhere else it would be $20. I just still thought that was a pretty good deal. And then these were the extending roasting forks where they could use it for hot dogs or marshmallows. And you know, $3.50, hey, you know, if you're trying to get some gifts, you know, you can always, of course, buy at clearance, or again, you know, the HomeGoods has some really nice gifts as well. So all in all, this is what I ended up getting. My bill was actually shocking, $107 for all this. But I ended up using something, and this video is not sponsored by any means, but I ended up using this app called Benjamin. It says you can earn cash back, surveys, and games. And yeah, I'm playing games like Mahjong. And when you get up to a certain level, they pay me, you know, I guess you could take it cash in your account. I take it in gift cards, like they have Lowe's and of course HomeGoods. So I had $50 worth of gift cards from playing like Mahjong. And I love Mahjong, or like a Tile Connect game. And you cannot beat that. You know, it took a little bit to do the games, not that long. You know, you don't spend that much during the day. And then they, you know, they give you the money and you get to get these gift cards. So I ended up getting all this for $51, and I think it was 32 cents. So I feel like I did a good deal because I didn't have to pay full price. Well, let me go ahead and show you my Kroger shopping haul right here. Okay, today is my Kroger shopping haul, and today is July 11th. I was able to get my milk. I got it all for clearance for $2.20 in the gallon is what I got clearance for. This one I got at regular price, $2.79. Picked up a yogurt for my husband. The other kind was rake clean, not there. Picked up a pineapple. My Kroger's got new lower prices across the store, and it was $2.79 for a whole pineapple. So I figured I'd go ahead and grab that. It was a good price. Went ahead again and picked up that juice. Just because it's in the baby section doesn't mean, you know, an adult can't drink it. It's delicious. I love pear juice. So I picked that up. Went ahead and got my 2 red lettuces. I picked up the potatoes, and that was a new lower price of $3.79 a bag. So I bought 2 bags. I've been making my own hash browns, and they are really delicious in the oven. Went ahead and got some bananas. I did get a sausage roll. It was on sale for $3.49, limit 5. That was in your app or your website that you needed to clip. I went ahead and picked up this. Whew. That's an expensive trip, but I picked it up because it was on sale. I am going to be doing a video on it, and I'll be comparing, does the Kerrygold butter taste as good as my go-to, which is Challenge butter? Does it taste the best? And is it the creamiest? You know, which one is the creamiest? So I will do that video in the month of December. So you might want to go ahead and look out for that one. I have never had Kerrygold, so I have no clue. It's just, I saw it was on sale for $4.99 a piece. It said regular price, $6 a piece. Like I said, it was a bit pricey, but I figured I could put it in there. And then when I see my other butter on sale, you know, which I might even have my Challenge butter in the freezer, I just would need to buy the salted. I just don't usually use salted butter unless it's for a gathering. Went ahead and picked up a loaf of bread for my husband. I did pick up a cookie scoop. I was going to make this one recipe the other day, and it called for a cookie scoop. I ended up using a tablespoon, but now I've got a cookie scoop, so I'll be set to try that out. Went ahead and picked up the cereal. Honey Bunches of Oats with strawberry, the honey roasted, and then the almond one. It was on sale for $1.49. That was a coupon in your app or your website that you needed to clip. I got it actually for my mother-in-law. Again, she's 84 years old. She doesn't have a computer, doesn't have a smartphone, so she can't get those deals. And her birthday is next month. She'll be 85. And I don't know about you, sometimes it's hard to, what are you going to get someone as they get older? And, you know, for me, it's food, to give her food, because I know she eats this. She eats cereal every day. She actually mixes several different kinds of boxes of cereal together in a bowl. And she says then she doesn't feel as hungry as if she just ate one bowl of, say, Honey Bunches of Oats. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick that up for her. Went ahead and got this. It was in my app, actually for free. So some people may have a free coupon in there. I could have got this or a free cake mix. I figured I could give it to my son or my daughter. Can't beat free in today's world. Went ahead and picked this up in my clearance section. Kashi Go Protein and Fiber Peanut Butter Crunch Cereal. I thought I'd give one to my mother-in-law at $1.98. It said regular price was $3, and the other one I thought I'd give to my son because, in all, you can't seem to beat that price. My Kroger does seem to have a lot of good clearance deals. I know, like I said, a lot of the other prices are high. Then I picked up some Pop-Tarts, s'mores, actually for my grown son, because it was clearance at $1.35, regular $3. So all in all, it wasn't a bad shopping trip. Here is what I got at Kroger. My total was $63.49. I didn't think it was horrible, but like I said, I just have never known that this butter is honestly $6. It's equal to, it said, like 2 sticks of butter. And I was like, oh, so it better be pretty good when I do that comparing and testing of it in the month of December. And also in December, for you guys to look forward to, starting December 13th for 12 days, I am running 12 days of cookies. So I will have a different recipe every day, and it will be cookies, and it will go out at 3 o'clock. So it's kind of like a special because of December being the month of Christmas. And I thought I'd go ahead and do that for you. And I like to do cookies that it's not your ordinary chocolate chip or ordinary peanut butter. I'm doing different kinds, because Christmas time is a special time and maybe you want to try a different, exciting cookie. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.